Hi, my name's Celeste and I'm going to draw my life. It all started in April 25th, 2000 when I was born in California. And so me, my dad, my mom moved from California to Colorado where my mom gave birth to Chris, my little brother. Now, the only notable memory from that time was when I was learning to walk and I tripped on the top step of our new house and I went to a Christian school, and that's where I spent my preschool days, where we learned ABCs, 1s and 3s, etc. Then, when I was old enough, we moved to kindergarten at the start. And that's where I met all my friends. And I was also, at that point, old enough to go to Target without supervision and figure out the wonders and miracles of video games. Anyway, next notable memories from 3rd grade, when I had gotten into a fight over this webkins, which are these stuffed animal things. And I ended up going to the principals 3 times. One of them was over those stupid webkins, and I ended up crying for 2 hours because the principal wouldn't stop asking questions, and I responded really badly to stress, and that was pretty traumatizing for me. The other 2 were for behavior problems, and they weren't that bad, thank God. 4th grade, oh wait, there's nothing in 4th grade. 5th grade. From 1st grade to 7th grade, we'd been playing piano and training to swim competitively, but of course we never actually swam competitively. I had friends because ones I were with were in 4th grade and there was this recess boundary thing, so I had to get new friends, otherwise I'd be really alone and antisocial and shy. Anyway, 4 new friends, Bethany, Kevin, Brandon, and Simon, were there for me, and it was really nice. They helped me get to know new people. At least 2 of them were talkative enough, and the other 2 I could still talk with. They introduced me to new people. 6th grade, people asked me about the spring dance. I replied, no, you cannot come into this shell of antisocial I've made for myself, because I was too shy at that point to talk to really anyone, unless it was with help. I mean, unless I was asked a question by a teacher, I would kind of respond shy, and basically I wouldn't talk to them. And I actually ended up talking to my parents about the spring dance, and they told me that you shouldn't focus on love, you should focus on school, because once you get a good job, you can get a good romantic interest. So yeah, no love for me. Let's move on. 7th grade. 7th grade is pretty interesting. When I walked into school that very first day, everything just kind of swept out in this giant flood, and I kind of froze up. Because in 7th grade, we had acquaintances. They'd gotten into Doctor Who, which I really regret taking an interest in. Lord of the Rings, I ended up reading The Hobbit because of that. And Hunger Games, I ended up reading the whole series at least 4 times and watching the movie because of that. Minecraft and a whole bunch of other stuff. And that really kind of got into my head for a little bit, but it's gone now. At the end of 7th grade, I had gotten 2nd place in the spelling bee, placed somewhat low in the district, but hey, I got in. 2nd place in Sounds of Music as a science Olympiad, which I'm really proud of. But we still make the district. And done a bunch of uninteresting things. At the end of 7th grade, in summer, I had discovered something that I regret dragging Brendan into, but it was basically Vocaloid, and it's a Japanese music software that plays sing Japanese songs for you. And there's an English version, but no one gets that. The very first song I introduced to Brandon and the rest of my friends was Kagero Days. And that was basically this song about these 2 kids that get stuck in a time loop, and one of them has to die each time. And it's about the boy, and he has to watch his girlfriend get hit by trucks over and over again. It was really gory in general. And we actually ended up spending a whole day standing in this spot in the yard. That's actually taken over by an abandoned orchestra trailer at this point, but we ended up standing there, listening to that song over and over again, which I had to admit wasn't exactly the best thing to do on the last day of school. Now, summer, I had gotten into quite a lot of things. There was somewhere near the beginning of 8th grade, I'd gotten into My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Vocaloid, Homestuck, more music. We had stopped piano lessons and training to swim competitively because apparently we didn't have time for that. But instead, I spent that time in Skyrim because I didn't have that much time to play during the school year. Now, this is the point where I got a YouTube account, and I guess that was a really stupid decision since Bandicam sucks, and I'm too poor to buy the real Bandicam for how much it is, and I didn't have a good microphone, and I was going to be one of those people who wanted to be famous on YouTube but never actually got famous. And I guess that's okay. Or now that I look back on it, it's okay because I was not thinking straight at the time. I also got a DeviantArt account, and I guess that went out pretty well. I mean, now I have some pretty awesome pictures on there that I'm pretty proud of, and that worked. And I also started drawing to fill up that DeviantArt. Now, in 8th grade, turns out Brendan still had that obsession with Vocaloid, and it had gotten bigger over time. And this is one of the things I regret in life, but I also got into anime. And we went to homecoming, and one of my old friends who used to go to Stargate but now doesn't, I mean, she goes to Jefferson Academy, but she got into anime, and we all got onto the Vocaloid bandwagon, and I got into the anime bandwagon, and we basically just rode out into the sunset, something like that. Anyway, what can I say? It's like, 8th grade has been quite a lot. I mean, first of all, there's, well, if you're going to look at the bad side, there's homework, stress, depression, stress, lots and lots of drama, stress, inappropriate jokes, and just a ton of stress in general. It wasn't really doing well on me, and I was just really unhappy, and I kind of came back into an antisocial shell that I still kept after all those months and years. It really kind of stressed me out, but the drama and the stress and the depression, that was completely off topic. But I had done a lot of really cool things this year. This year I went to my first dance because all my friends are yelling at me to go, so I said, why not? That was the winter dance. I went alone. I saw 2 of my very good friends. I'm not going to say their names because they deserve their privacy, but they were slow dancing together, and it was adorable, and I was like, we started piano lessons back again. That was really nice. And we did a bunch of other stuff. Spent this last year spelling bee in 10th place, which I'm not really proud of, and I snapped after that and had a mental breakdown, but now I feel really better, so I'll be fine. We dissected a shark and a bunch of other stuff, which was really cool because, hey, humans like cutting things up. Anyway, that was this year. That was current. And now I don't know what to do with my future, to be honest, but at the moment, I want us all to stay in touch, because it was, well, when we're going off to high school, it was me, Kevin, and another person, and we were all going to the same high school. That's it. There was only 3 of us. We're all going off to Staley Lake, and Bethany is going off to Eagle Ridge, and Simon, I think, maybe, and Brendan's going off to Legacy, and we're all going to be out of touch completely, unless we check their emails, and I don't think anyone's going to check their emails. It's just going to be me and Kevin and that one guy sitting in Stanley Lake alone, and it's going to suck, but I mean, hey, life tends to do that. So, throughout the ups and the downs and everything else, I guess it's made me think about my life in general, but I just want one thing this year, and that would be an A. A's in it because I want to be good in high school and not play games all day, which kind of sucks, but it'd kind of be worth it. Getting past that, I want to graduate high school. I don't want to drop out. I want to graduate college. I don't want to drop out either. I want to be a doctor and save lives, and I want to have a good life in general, because it's been really hard, but I got this, right? That was my life. That's it from start to finish, as long as I can remember, and it's been 13 years. I mean, I may not have been old enough to remember the bombing of the Twin Towers, or a lot of other stuff, really, but I probably shouldn't have ever remembered that, because that would have been really traumatic to, like, a 2-year-old. I know there's something in my life that I really regret, but it's mostly because of my mind in general. I guess what I've got to say is, how was my life? I'm done. And what are your classmates looking on this? I really don't know why I shared with the class. Or if you're on YouTube watching this, and I really don't know why I shared for YouTube either, but wherever you are, this is the life of an ordinary 13-year-old girl who might be slightly mental, but that's not important at the moment. I hope you have a very nice day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching me talk about and draw my life, and I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.